Hello and welcome to my walkthrough of the Batwing. It's heavily inspired by the 1989 Michael Keaton film's Batwing, which, if you watch the film, I think has been designed on the insignia. Because there's a scene in the film where it's silhouetted by the moon and it looks just like that, which I've tried to put on my Instagram page. Okay, so I'll carry on and start. Okay, so you've got the wings, which are just open studs with these kind of swooshy wing teeth pieces, fins even, don't know. So 4 of those, and they're going to be the wings, which give it that really good Batman type feel. I am building this from memory, and I've only built it once, so I will make mistakes. But so far so good. Now this cross bit with what I'm seeing as the cockpit. There we go. Now outside my house is like a car park today, so if you hear cars, I apologise. Slamming doors. Anyway. Okay, so we have that piece there, which I think corresponds to the ears of the bat. There we go. Like I say, I'm doing this from memory, and a picture that I've put on Instagram. It's quite, well, it's not massively complex, but it's quite complex. Okay. So next we have these pieces. Sorry, these pieces. The light in the UK today is terrible, so I'll turn these around so you can see. Got a couple of lamps on. There we go. Now, just to add to that kind of bat feel, I've taken a lot of these pieces on this. 6 of these pieces, 3 that go that way, and 3 that go that way. 1 there, and 1 there. Oops. 1 there. Okey-doke. Now, these pieces, these little Tantive pieces from the Star Wars mock. One of the first ones I ever did was using those. So that's got like a kind of, I think they said, didn't they, that the Batwing was kind of based upon the stealth bomber, and that's what I was trying to go for with this, because it's not quite the same as the 1989 Batwing, but I wanted to give it as much as I could, but add my own distinct style to it. I mean, that implies they actually had a plan when I started it. I didn't just want to create the Batwing. I'll add those wings on in a minute, but there's never any plan with it. Just do it. This took about a day of back and forth. I actually posted an earlier version on the on Instagram, which I might add a picture of later. That's the wrong one there, sorry. Not concentrating. Yeah, which I might add later. It looked like a cross between the Tumbler and the Batwing. I mean, I've said I think that this one looks like a cross between the Batwing, the stealth bomber, the dropship from Aliens, and I think that's it. Maybe the Tumbler as well, but whatever. Okay, So I can't remember whether that goes on the top or not. Just bear with me, my lights has fallen down. This is the level of professionalism you get with me. Okay, so let's have a look. There we go. Now, let me just have a look. Right, so yes, that kind of air filtery bit goes there. That adds a lot of, does a lot for it, adding these pieces, because it makes it look quite, I don't know. It just adds a lot of detail, which is hard to put on microscale stuff. It doesn't add a lot of detail, it just gives it a bit of, I don't know what the word would be. Let's just say detail. Okay, now that bit there might look unimportant, but it does help. Right, what now? Where are you, little piece? There we go. Obviously, if you can't figure it out, just rewind it and play it back together. Right, now I think that that goes there. Because, yeah, it does. That goes there, one of those little pieces. I love those pieces for Batman. There we go. I mean, that works on its own already, but there's a lot to add to it. Now, there we go. I hope you can see that that adds as kind of an engine you could add. And I will do actually, because it's here. I'll add that at the end. I'll add that piece there at the end. Okay. The front bit's done there. You can see how it looks like the dropship from Aliens a bit. I might do the dropship. There's a lot of them on the Lego Microscale group. Microscale Go, which is a group on Facebook, which is huge. But very particular about what and what is not microscale. I'll put that on later. This bit there. So I like these little pieces as well, because they add a bit of that Batman kind of feel to it. My Xbox is just telling me off, if you heard that. Okay. So the Batwing here is kind of like, what do they call them? Delta wings in various air forces across the world. Does that go there? I can't remember. I think it does. Sorry if you couldn't see that. Just put that through there and add that there, because you want to be creating that silhouette, don't you? Come on you go. There you go. And what I like to do with whenever I build Lego Microscale, I always like to leave like a couple of studs or a stud showing, just so people, well, just so you can see that it's actually Lego. Now, these pieces are important. You see that? There's two of those. One there. Yeah, when you leave a stud showing, some people don't like it because they like to show, you know, make it as realistic as possible, but I just like to leave a stud showing here and there to show that it is Lego. I mean, you can tell it's Lego anyway, but you know what I mean. Well, I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. Okay, and here we go. These little bits go on the side there. I mean, I know I've just been going on about not showing studs. I wanted to put a flat tile piece on those bits, but if you can see, those bits don't let you, and it kind of pushes it out, so you can't quite get in there with a stud. I'm saying that, whatever. Let me have a little play with that later. When I was building this yesterday, it didn't seem to work for some reason, but it looks like it would now. I'm waffling. You could perhaps put that single square tile that's underneath there in there if you wanted to, but I've left it for some reason. This is what happens when you build off the cuff. Right, okay, back to it. Okay, so let's have the other. Who do we flip? What do we call it? Thingy bob. Oh yeah, I do like that. What I've actually done there is I've made a mistake which actually works a bit better, I think. I have, on my build that's online, that's higher. Those two TT pieces are higher, but actually it makes it a little bit more, how can I say it, Batman-y. Okay, anyway, let's have the wings now. This is where I came up with the original idea of these wings. I'm sure it's been done loads before. So you just add them onto the Tantive bit, and obviously they've got the hollow studs there. Now, you can, I mean, that's done there, as you can see. Pretty thin. Oh, I do like those higher. If you look on my Instagram page, micro_movie_moments, you'll see that they're lower, but I actually prefer that, which is a happy mistake. We've got the stud there showing that it's Lego. Yeah, that's why yesterday I was going on about not being able to, just before I was going on about not being able to put that flat stud in. Gosh, sorry, I've just done that. If anybody knows of a piece I could put through there to stabilise that, that would be great. Can't remember if Lego actually does do a tube like that. Anyway, that's what I'm going on. There is the finished Batwing, and it helps if you've got greasy fingers like me because it shines it up. Alright, and like I said, we have, I want to make it into a scene from the film, so you can add a 1x1, those tiles or plates, who knows, into there. In you go, you so and so. And then another one just there. I mean, obviously, if you want to play with it, or kids want to play with it, might be a kid listening to this. You don't have to do this, but I do quite like doing this. Sorry, I've done it the wrong way around, which is just like me. Let me take that stud out. I plan that to be so elegant. A little bat insignia there. I'd actually put this on Lego Ideas if I could, but they don't accept Batman anymore. They do, however, accept Snoopy. And here, that's why I want those to be stable. I keep on knocking them off. But that's Lego for you. It's nice on a little there. And like I say, if you wanted to add the afterburner, there you go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's got great swoosh ability, as they call it. The balloons, as Jack Nicholson's Joker says. Okay, there you go. It's like it's hovering there, which is quite cool. So there is my 1989 inspired Lego microscale. It's actually nanoscale, isn't it? Whatever they call it. Smaller than minifigure scale Batwing. Just lastly, you could switch them around and it creates a more stealth bombery kind of feel to it.